Hey Pisces-aries, welcome into your Leo season tarot reading here at Cusp of Roses. My name is Gabrielle. For anybody new here, welcome in, my love. If you are returning, welcome back, and special shout out to all my members here on the channel and over on Patreon. I thank you guys so much for your love and support. If you want to become a member, check out the links in the description box below. And let's go ahead and get into it. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's see what's going on here for Leo season for Pisces, Aries, Divine Universe. Thank you for clearing my energy and showing me what's happening here. What's important for Pisces, Aries to know about Leo season. You got the High Priestess, all right? This will be a confirmation reading, okay? So we're going to confirm something here. What is the High Priestess here to confirm? Or I might be talking about something that you already know and you just kind of need that confirmation that, yeah, you're thinking the right things or you're tapped into the right energy about it or looking at something the right way. Something about looking at it. Yeah, 4 of Cups with Judgment. Okay. It is in reverse. I'm hearing the word limerence. So you might be called out of a limerence with something or someone. Spirit might be calling you to see the truth of something. With this 4 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, and then the 8 of Cups, yeah. Spirit's calling you to walk away. Detach, let go. However you want to look at the 8 of Cups. This is also a point of no return for those of you that have been here long enough with me. You know how I feel about that 8 of Cups. Once you hit the 8 of Cups in your energy, there's no going back. You don't go back to the 7. You can only go to the 9 and the 10. There's a level of permanence with this energy, okay? But yeah, it is your higher self is calling judgment on a situation, and I do think you're ready to let go of it or move on from it in some way. Clarify what's going on here. Yeah, Temperance. You've waited enough. I kind of feel you tried to wait something out. Wait to see if something would shift. Wait to see if something would change. Wait to see if you would shift or change or feel different about it. But something's definitely remaining constant here with the High Priestess. Like, I think it's like your intuition screaming at you. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Don't wait any... I can't make it up. Don't wait any longer because there's a tower coming. And or maybe through a season of patience or what you thought was patience. Not what you thought was patience, but patience was really holding on. Okay, I hear you, Spirit. Patience was really holding on. And so the tower has to come to be like, we said what we said. We were trying to tell you. I think you were definitely warned about this tower before it happened. Or you will be. Maybe Spirit's giving you a little bit of time to kind of get out before the tower comes. Or to make the choice. Because remember, tower can be divine intervention. But it's like a last resort. Okay, you want to ignore me? Y'all don't want to listen to the downloads and the information and all the other confirmations and synchronicities? Okay, great, boom. Let's just crumble it then. So you get the message. You can avoid this tower. Pisces, Aries, you can avoid this tower. Yeah, but you might be a little stubborn. I'm not mad. That Aries energy is like, but I don't wanna. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. You got the strength. I wanted to flip out, but it kind of came out weird. Let me shuffle. I hear you. But no, there are consequences to being that kind of a rebel. You got to learn when to be the rebel and when to follow suit. This might not be a time to be a rebel. I'm trying to tell you. You got the Chariot. I just heard one way or another. Spirit's going to move you one way or another. Okay. Period. Period. Yeah, look at all these majors. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Now, for some of y'all, this is a confirmation of your own intuition. Your higher self told you that a tower was coming for somebody and asked you to wait patiently. Temperance, just sit and wait, sit still. You'll see. And you did, and now you're about to see exactly Exactly what Spirit told you was going to happen is about to happen. And that's going to be confirmation for you, Pisces Aries, that you are tapped into your intuition. You are hearing source. You are connected. And you can trust it. Okay? That's just, I feel like just for a few of y'all. Not for everybody, okay? Some of you were in this tower patiently waiting for it to be destroyed. Like maybe you felt like you couldn't initiate it, or Spirit told you it wouldn't be initiated by you. It would be initiated by someone else. And that's happening in this season. And because you listened to your intuition and stayed patient and waited, now you get to move into the Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune. Now things get to kind of move in your favor. Okay, clarify. Wheel of Fortune, Chariot, Emperor, all good energy. Two of Pentacles. Now you get to work on something or kind of start over. It almost feels like Spirit's trying to lighten your load so that you can rebuild in a right way. Something this tower was built on was inaccurate or like not stable enough. So now you're getting an opportunity to start over and build something stable. Okay, so maybe you went into building this tower a little blind or unaware or not as connected to your intuition. And now that you have that connection, you will know how to build from the Two of Pentacles better. This is a second chance for you, Pisces Aries. Celebration, Three of Cups. This is a second chance. I just heard don't take it lightly. Okay. Nine of Cups, second chance at happiness. I just heard freedom. Okay. Maybe freedom is happiness to you. I kind of get that you might have been in this mode for a little while. If I could have an opportunity to do it all over again, I would do it this way. And it seems like Spirit lets you sit with that thought and build out the way that you would do it. Of course, you not knowing that you were going to get an opportunity to do just that. That's what's happening. Okay. Tell me more. Yeah, you got the Hangman, because now you have the right perspective. Five of Swords, right? Now you got the right perspective. I kind of do. Somebody's like lives is falling back on them is what I heard. Spirit is calling judgment on these half-truths or, you know, whatever sort of negative intention is there with the Five of Swords or was there with the Five of Swords. That's what I meant by like you maybe went into this tower not knowing the full truth or not really having a full understanding of what you were getting yourself into. But now that you do know, you do better. Tell me more about Temperance and the Hangman. Thank you. Got the Devil with the King of Cups. This could be who's on the other side of this with you. This could be the initiator. Yeah, Lovers at the bottom. This could be somebody you were in a relationship with. Maybe that's the freedom. Maybe this was like a dynamic you've been wanting to get out of, but knew you had to do so in a certain way, or Spirit asked you to be patient. Something's going to happen to where it's like you get the door, you get to walk free, or kind of like, yeah, you kind of get to come out of something clean here, Pisces Aries. Where had you not been patient, it might have been a little bit more muddier or like more difficult to, I'm hearing escape from. Oh, okay. Did you felt bound by somebody? We did see the Devil energy. So yeah, maybe this was a toxic relationship you're coming out of. There it is. Two of Cups. Yep, that's what we're talking about here. Yeah, it had no love. It had no love. So the Divine is coming through to release you. Devil in reverse. From this Two of Cups with this King of Cups and or Emperor energy. Okay. Clarify Emperor with the Devil in reverse. It's almost like if this Emperor was in Devil energy, it fell back on them. So whatever they might have been doing to try to trap you, they didn't trap themselves, which is why you're getting this kind of like Wheel of Fortune to move on and let it go. What Jay-Z say? I emerged from it all without a stain on my shirt. You could blame the whole earth. What is that song? Is that Guess Who's Back? Dang, that's a throwback. Love that jam. If I can remember, I'm going to link it in the comments down below, okay? Maybe that's how you're feeling. Guess who's back? It's you, Big Empress. Period. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe, or maybe just somebody. Somebody tried to trap somebody with a baby. That just had to be said. Somebody definitely tried to trap somebody with a child. And that's maybe what's backfiring. Clarify with the Chariot and the Empress. The Lovers, yeah. Justice. Okay. Hey, I don't know how that still happens at this point, but it do. I get it. I totally get it. But by now, we should know no child is going to make any toxic situation better. Okay? Maybe it was this Empress. It could have been an Empress that tried to trap an Emperor. So maybe you haven't been in a relationship with this Emperor yet, but this is what this Emperor was dealing with. That might come out this season. Justice. So let's say there was some sort of feminine trying to trap a masculine. Like, that's backfiring. Devil in reverse, 10 of Cups in reverse. To try to, again, keep a family or make a family or kind of, again, fix something that just isn't a good fit. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune with the Lover's Death in reverse, right? Yeah, it didn't work. It didn't change somebody's destiny. So this was maybe an attempt at, I'm hearing destiny swapping. Somebody, maybe if you're the feminine here, not the one trapping, but there could have been a feminine trying to destiny swap a few by trapping an Emperor or attempting to. Okay. I don't know why that's coming through, but okay. Ooh. Sending you peace if that's what you're dealing with, okay? Yeah, you got the Knight of Cups here. So it's like, again, if there was a situation that this Emperor was involved in, and you maybe, I feel like it was you maybe Pisces-Aries who kind of peeped the game and was like, I wouldn't go do that, Emperor, but the Emperor gonna do what they want to do. Because they just gotta rebel, especially if you try to tell them what to do. Oh no, child, they gonna go the opposite way just for the fun of it, okay? Anyway, that's why they're not quite the Hierophant just yet. But nonetheless, whatever you might have said to this Emperor is playing out, but it's playing out in a way where, like, whatever trap was set for them, they're not falling in. Okay, which maybe is giving them room to kind of come towards you or move towards you or connect with you in a way. I don't know. Okay, clarify the High Priestess with the 9 of Cups. Thank you. I can't make it. The Ace of Cups. And that's the last cup you need to actually have a 10 of Cups. So some of y'all knew. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, this could be a love situation for you, Pisces-Aries, where you kind of knew or had a sixth sense around this Emperor being maybe somebody meant for you, a soulmate, some sort of partnership, some sort of meant to be energy between y'all. But they had to go learn this lesson about being stubborn, okay, and hard-headed. And you knew it, and you maybe took a step back, and Spirit told you to be patient, and you were, and now this is all playing out. Whole time you knew you had the Ace of Cups to actually bring about the 10 of Cups, but this Emperor had to figure that out maybe the hard way. Where had they listened, they could have avoided this situation, but because they don't want to listen to nobody, okay, Spirit brings in the Tower. Yeah, and so now we get to close out that cycle. Hopefully this Emperor has learned their lesson. Okay, to trust their Empress, or maybe that's now how they see you, Pisces-Aries. Take it as it resonates. But I kind of feel like this Emperor was a little bit more susceptible to misinformation because they weren't trusting their own intuition, or they kind of ignore their own higher self, which again is why I say this person is not quite the Hierophant just yet. Maybe they're meant to be, because I keep saying that. So maybe they're meant to be a Hierophant. But you are already in your High Priestess, regardless of your gender now. Keep that in mind. Clarify the Four of Cups in reverse with the Hangman. Thank you. The Moon. Right. This is what I'm saying. The Moon and the Sun. Sun at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Definitely some sort of meant to be energy here. But the feminine energy, I feel like probably could have called this play-by-play. Saw it for what it was. A trap. Now, I am getting another timeline for some people here. Somebody maybe is trapped. Okay. Somebody maybe is trapped and now they can't transform with this Wheel of Fortune with you because whoever they've now tied themselves to is blocking that transformation. It keeps them from actually moving on what they feel or moving with their heart or from the heart. And so now this High Priestess is being transitioned into a new timeline where hopefully they'll meet their Hierophant, because it might, for somebody here, that Emperor maybe failed this test. If this was a test, I think they got trapped. Somebody did. Okay. Clarify the Temperance with the Ten of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this was also maybe a lesson in patience. This Emperor maybe wasn't patient enough. Again, it's very, I want what I want and I want it now. I'm not waiting for nothing. I'm about to go get it. I'm going to just go do it. You see what I'm saying? As opposed to just trusting that it'll come. But again, that's difficult for the Emperor. But they have to learn that. Yeah. And they might have to learn that through disappointment. Through losing their Empress. Tower with the Devil in reverse. And the Two of Cups. Yeah, for some of y'all, though, another little timeline here peeking up. Some of y'all are this High Priestess, and Spirit's been telling you to wait for your match. Wait for your person. Wait. Patience, patience, patience. And you've been doing that. And this is the reason why you had to be patient, because this had to play out. This had to play out first. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Okay. That could be who this Empress is, or this person who wanted to be the Empress. Could have been a Queen of Swords. Clarify the Emperor and the Empress here. Ten of Pentacles between the Emperor and Empress. Right, they're, again, meant to be energy. There was something solid here. And I think this Queen of Swords got a little jealous about that. So I don't know if this is someone who was actually close to you or had their eyes on the situation or maybe picked up something. I don't know how this Queen of Swords knows about you. Because I feel like I'm talking to the High Priestess. Again, take it as it resonates regardless of gender. But there's jealousy here or envy. It's kind of like, I don't know if y'all have ever had that experience, but like if you're hanging out with people and you can just kind of tell two people are hitting it off, or like they would actually be a really good match for one another, but they might not know that yet. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe this Queen of Swords kind of picked up on that and tried to insert themselves because they wanted to be the match, or, you know, they wanted that. I don't know. Maybe this is somebody looking into you. Definitely guard your energy here, Pisces, Aries. Trying to see what would happen, and they saw the Ten of Pentacles and they wanted it for themselves, so they came up with this trap plan, trying to force a Ten of Cups with this Emperor. Okay, Chariot with the Lovers. Thank you. Three of Swords. Yeah, and that's what I mean. For some of y'all here, this Emperor got in their own way. Yeah, this Emperor got in their own way. And I think might be a bit heartbroken that they're not moving forward with their Empress or their High Priestess. Now realizing that they're actually a Hierophant, or they were meant to be a Hierophant. And it seems like now they're just trapped in Emperor energy. But that's what I mean. It's like this Queen of Swords saw something and it was heartbroken. Like, I want that. It was envy. Somebody was pushed by envy or jealousy to do that, to attempt to trap somebody. Which was really had, and this be the thing. It really has nothing to do with the Emperor. It has everything to do with the Empress. Or the High Priestess. The Emperor just kind of becomes a pawn in the game that this Queen of Swords was trying to play. Like, they don't really care about the Emperor. They just didn't want the High Priestess to have, or the Empress to have that. So it's layered, whatever this is. So I don't know if these are friends, or this is like people around you, or somebody who's definitely aware of you, Pisces, Aries. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune in Death in reverse. Ooh. Yep. Knight of Swords. And this is what I mean. I don't think, for those of y'all that might be on that timeline where this Emperor did get trapped, like the trap was successful. This Emperor has to learn how to use their discernment. It's like they didn't second guess or look deeper into what they were being told. They just went with it. And I think maybe even this Queen of Swords could have said some things to keep this Emperor trapped with them. Again, maybe this is how it's even unfolding. This Queen of Swords could have lied about being pregnant. Because it does feel like there was a child that, like, or a presumed child. Something to try to trap this Emperor. But it's like this Queen of Swords just said it because they didn't want the Emperor to leave them, or like get with this High Priestess, and because they saw what would come, to try to get them to stop from transforming or changing and shifting. You'd be surprised what people can pick up on, even if they aren't into their intuition or don't even know what that is. People can tell when something's like meant or has that kind of potential, and depending on their own healing or where they are in their journey, that can be triggering, right? As opposed to just being happy that somebody has that potential. Like, it doesn't mean that you're never going to get it, but if you live in that world where you don't think you'll ever get it, you feel like you have to take it from somebody because it's never going to come for you. And that's on this Queen of Swords. They have to shift their thinking. Because if the divine is allowing you to be close enough to see it, then that means it's possible. Like, that's supposed to be inspiration for you to believe in it happening for you, not for you to go take and grab from someone else. That's poverty mentality. That's lack mentality, okay? Clarify Two of Pentacles with the Knight of Cups. Dear Spirit, thank you. Oh, the Fool. Yeah. And the Nine of Wands at the bottom. Okay. So like I said, regardless of what timeline, this High Priestess is going to get their new beginning. They are going to be in alignment with what is destined and meant to be. Okay. So let this be a lesson that you cannot get in the way of the will of God, the will of the universe. Okay. But I do think that this Queen of Swords is going to be very sore about whatever attempt they made to block this Ten of Pentacles between the Emperor and their Empress. Like, it didn't work. They're going to be really sore about it. And I think you need to know that, because I feel like this could be somebody closer than you think, Pisces, Aries. Yeah, this could be somebody that you actually know. So if they start acting weird and acting different, you know, that could be a sign. Somebody has to keep a close eye on people around them. Yeah, that's coming in very, very strong. This could have even been a friend of yours. Or someone who was once a friend. This could also maybe be a mother figure. Not trying to, oh Jesus, not trying to trap somebody with a baby, but just saying things to try to influence this Emperor to move against what was naturally there between them and their Empress. Okay. But even what I'm getting is this Tower moment could be, again, freedom for all. So this Queen of Swords gets to be free to go do their healing, do what they need to do. Okay, if that's a timeline that's in alignment with you. But some of y'all where this Emperor was actually trapped, this Queen of Swords is still going to be in the Three of Swords because they're not going to get what they want. They're not going to get that affection or that Knight of Cups energy from this Emperor. I don't know why that's like the reasoning sometimes. Trapping somebody is never going to make them love you. Like, that's crazy. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, but people got to grow. People got to learn. People got to see it. People be caught up in their feelings and their emotions or just don't know any better. Okay? But let's see how this is all going to kind of show up here in the 3D. Tell me more about the situation for Pisces-Aries. Where will they, how is this hitting them? Yeah, you got the Forest, right. So I definitely think this was a journey. I'm hearing blind trust. This might have been an exercise or a practice for you, Pisces-Aries, to trust in your intuition, even when you might not have had any sort of tangible evidence of what your higher self was telling you, but you decided to journey through that forest and be like, okay, I'm feeling it strong, I'm gonna go with it. That's gonna work out well for y'all. Okay, even if it starts to kind of hit your intuition soon, follow it, trust it. Okay, clarify, how else is this manifesting then for Pisces-Aries, wherever they are on these timelines? Excuse my pupper if you can hear him. Okay, you got the squirrel and the snake. I can't make it up. This is what I mean. This was somebody coveting what you had or the potential. I don't even think for some of y'all this Ten of Pentacles was established, but it was the potential of it that made a snake be a snake, show their true colors, show their true selves. Okay, this snake energy tried to take what was stored up for you. Okay. Oh, yeah. And tried to isolate you. Island. Trying to isolate you because they felt isolated. I don't know. It just, that's what I mean. It's that lack mentality that's going to be difficult to come out of for sure. No excuse though. That's still, I mean, that's not, you ain't going to get no good karma out of that. That's for sure. And it seems like this Queen of Swords is going to have to learn that the hard way. Because I wouldn't be surprised if the Divine even tried to talk to the Queen of Swords and tell them, hey, you probably don't want to do that. But again, when you don't believe that it can be for you too, you'll do anything to get what you want. That's kind of what I feel here with the rainbow and the heart. Clarify. Give me one more. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ah. And the tree. Right. And then that's kind of what I wanted to say. I almost feel like Pisces-Aries, this was a part of your destiny. Like, this could be some past life energy that's clearing out. Okay. Yeah, this is carried over from a past life. Because why you and your situation? Right? What was it about you and this Emperor that triggered this snake like that? It's past life. It's past life. And this is an opportunity for everybody to get their mind and their heart in the same place. For all involved. For everybody to shift and change, right? That Delta symbol with the fire, temperance energy. Yeah, I'm here. I keep hearing Akashic. This is maybe something that's in your Akashic records. Or the Divine might actually show you the past lifetime that you've had with these people. And why it would be such a quick response for this person to do that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe even this Queen of Swords has followed y'all into this lifetime. Yeah, to intercept this castle energy. Clarify. Forest energy. For Pisces-Aries, yeah, the angel, you're guarded, period, protected, okay, that's what your angels want you to know. They're never not around you. They weren't going to let this snake bite you. They're going to let the snake bite themselves. Or, for some of y'all, this snake did bite this emperor. Yeah, your emperor maybe got. So, I don't think they'll be able to move forward on this next timeline with you. But that doesn't mean that you won't find the right person, okay? So, don't give up hope. If that's your timeline and you're aware of it, okay? Clarify the squirrel. Thank you. Yeah, and you got the bear. This is about protecting what's yours, right? Both animals, right, hibernate and store up for the winter. Something about that is relevant. I think you paid attention. I think this is like kudos to you, Pisces-Aries, for paying attention and listening to your intuition and allowing it to guide you through this. Because now you get to see the power of it. Now you get to see how it all works in your favor. Okay? So it's almost like your angels preserved you through this cycle, through this season, through this situation. And you're coming out on the other side renewed. I would say that's even your energy with the fish and the bear. Okay, clarify the snake. How is this showing up for Pisces-Aries? The rose, yeah. Yeah, and the fountain. Now, keep in mind, snakes can also be medicine. Not all negative. It's not all dark and sinister, okay? But this is what I meant by this will hopefully allow everybody to shed the skin that they needed to shed, okay? And having to realize or recognize that you're connected to a snake or dealing with a snake can be difficult, can be tough, can be painful. Okay. But once you get to that blossom, once things actually start to bloom, which feels like this Wheel of Fortune energy for you, it'll be worth it. It's like, I feel like you had to make a sacrifice here, Pisces-Aries. And that sacrifice is about to pay off. Or you're going to be rewarded for doing so, okay? Because I don't think it was easy for you to sit back and be patient with this emperor or let this play out. Okay, yeah, the island. Clarify, ooh, that's way too many. Hold on. Clarify the rainbow. Thank you, the monkey. Okay, yeah. Which again, holding that 4-leaf clover. I definitely feel like there is a fortunate new beginning here for you. Okay, a prosperous or abundant new beginning. And you're learning that lesson of the rose. It might be painful to begin with, but again, what comes out of that pain, the power that you can transmute into or harness for yourself from it is, again, well worth it. That there's still beauty in it. Okay, clarify the heart. Thank you. Yeah, you got the tigress and the house. Yeah, this is what I mean. I feel like this energy is closer than you think or too close for comfort. And the tigress, again, high priestess energy. Or can call to your high priestess energy. Or speak on needing to utilize your high priestess energy to keep your mind and your heart in alignment. And I think you've done that very well in hopes that this would kind of bring you to the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Okay? So you endured the pain of that rose, of those thorns. This was a thorny situation. This was hard for you. I could feel that. It was hard for you to maybe sit back and let this emperor learn what they needed to learn. But it's giving you proper alignment or bringing you to proper alignment with what is meant for you. Whether that is, you know, maybe you and this emperor going your separate ways if they did fall for the trap, or you getting your emperor, okay? Yeah, you got the crown here. Either way, you can trust in your intuition. Either way, you can lean into that power of inner knowing a little bit more and let it guide you some more, okay? Okay, and I do feel like if you hoped and prayed that this wouldn't work, whatever the plot that you maybe foresaw, okay, didn't work, and that's your timeline, then it's like, again, a confirmation of this being meant for you. And again, what is truly meant for you, your rainbow, your pot of gold, will always have your name on it. It was for you. Nobody can touch that. Now, if this person wasn't for you, I think that's that timeline where this person needed to get trapped. So again, it's helping clear everybody and get them back to where they need to be. All right, Pisces, Aries, I hope that this message was helpful for you, gave you some clarity or confirmation around what you got going on here for Leo season. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you made it this far, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, all right? And that you like this video so it can circulate out to your fellow cuspies out there in the YouTube world. Definitely check out the description box if you want to tune into your astrology and love reading over on Patreon. Those links are in the description box below, so check that out. All right, and I'll catch y'all in our next one. Namaste.